كتاب أنزلناه مبارك مصدق الذي بين يديه ولتنذر أم القرى ومن حولها.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Inshallah, today we will talk about the surah pertaining to Quraish. And the surah before this, we talked about was Surah Fil, and they are related. In this surah and the previous surah, the commonalities are how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected Kaaba in Surah Fil from the attacks by the mushrikeen and who wanted to destroy Kaaba as a symbol of unity, purity. But in this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected those who trying to serve Kaaba, the Quraish. The Quraish were responsible for the sovereignty of Mecca. People who come to Kaaba from many different places, serve them and take care of the sanctuaries, take care of the people. That's what was their responsibility. And they were in such a key position that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them the safety even outside Makkah. So they would, it was a time when people, when they travel from outside their locality, there would be bandits, there would be looting, there would be killing for some worldly gain, obviously. And there was no security across outside the towns, outside their localities. So it was very hard for anyone to travel, and it was very hard to even to protect yourself from people, from attacking. But besides the dangers from people, there was also a danger of hunger, because when you have limited transportation, then you are in a situation where you cannot transport the means, meaning that you cannot. Now, alhamdulillah, we eat from the morning to evening things which are coming from across the world, coming from all different countries. And because of that, there is a lot of abundance because of transportation, and the transportation is also safe and secure. Because of that, we are able to live peacefully, we are able to enjoy our living. And if there is any part of the world that has scarcity of food, and they can be transported easily these days. But in those days, transportation was challenged because people will attack on the transportation itself. But in this time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has protected Quraysh in both the means, both the ways. One is from their hunger and thirst, that means they will be able to get the provision that was not available in Mecca. It was probably available in other countries. They were able to get it, and they will be able to have that wealth and being able to be sustained and be able to not only sustain themselves but also to the others. Secondly, they were able to travel. Why Quraysh got such a prestige, such a security of transportation, security of their lives, security of from them to get the food in time? Why they got it? What was the reason behind it? The reason behind was that they were serving Kaaba, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of that, they were honored. So they were supposed to be on the Millat Ibrahim, who stood this Masjid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and these people are supposed to be taking care of it, showing this is the unity, the symbol of unity, that one ummah, worshipping one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't worship Kaaba, but we are facing only, showing unity. But obviously, their intention, their purpose has changed. They thought that they used to go to Yemen and to the Sham and bring the goods from one place to the other place and transport it, and in between they were in Mecca, and the business was prospering. They were also able to get what they wanted, but their greed increased so much that they thought they want to make peace with people of mushrikeen along the line and make a more business, invite more people to come, and so that bring their statues, put it into Kaaba, around Kaaba, and that way they will not attack us. So their belief changed. Now, instead of believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone and worshipping Him, they try to believe in those deities, those objects of worship, to bring inside in the Kaaba and to allow them to other people to worship, and so some of them also started to worship. Of course, because of that, they receive what they supposed to receive. The only honor is in submitting completely to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The only security for us is to be in Islam. So this is the lesson that we learn from it. And how is that related to this age? Is even this day we are faced with the similar challenges. Even though there is a very good transportation, there is security, all of these are there, but at the same time, there are countries in the world, they do not have safe transportation. They do not have safety of their lives. They've been killed in their own lands. There are people in the lands who do not have enough food. People and children are dying because of the hunger and thirst. And we're talking about even Muslims and non-Muslims. And it's happening. Why? Because of the greed. The greed some of the countries have, they want to get more and attack those who are weak, and let their children die just because of their greed and believing in the worldly matters than believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what is happening even today. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability to completely submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to be able to be peaceful to the mankind, to the entire creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by following the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sunnah of Rasulullah. Subhanakallah bihamdik nastaghfiruka.
إيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
ومن يطع الله والرسول فأولئك مع الذين أنعم الله عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين وحسن أولئك رفيقا.